I was wrong. The carnivore diet lacks nutrients. Nutrients that you are only going to get if you eat a balanced diet. At least that's what they would have you believe. So when people actually start looking at the diet that they have and thinking about how they can make positive change, it's impossible to make those positive changes because there is so much conflicting information out there. And to illustrate this, I just want to give you one example today. Just before we get into it, guys, a word from our sponsor, the subscribe button. I set a goal for myself of reaching 25,000 subscribers by the end of March. And my YouTube stats tell me that a lot of people who watch my channel aren't subscribed. So if you've ever enjoyed a video on my channel, I would really appreciate it if you could take the split second right now to click the subscribe button and help me get to that 25k goal by the end of March. Thank you so much. So I thought I'd do a test the other day. I went to Google and I typed in carnivore diet. And the reason I did this is just to have a look at what kind of results came back. Would I get positive articles? Would I get neutral articles? Would I get articles that are talking about how the carnivore diet is bad for you? The search results that came back weren't necessarily bad. They all had titles that sounded like the things you need to know about the carnivore diet. And the websites listed were websites like Mayo Clinic and Healthline. And when I clicked through, most of the articles didn't necessarily pan the carnivore diet, but they did say that doing the carnivore diet lacks nutrients. Now, I didn't want to actually talk specifically about particular nutrients that may or may not be in the carnivore diet. What I wanted to talk about was how the framing of particular things in articles and news reports that we see out there are often framed in a particular way that gives us misinformation. And so that when we're considering changes to our diet, we end up not doing anything because we're stuck and we don't know what to do. Now, to illustrate this, I wanted to show you one of the results that came back, and this result is from Healthline. So let's have a look at that right now. Now, this article is titled, All You Need to Know About the Carnivore All-Meat Diet. The carnivore diet consists entirely of meat and animal products, excluding all other foods. It is claimed to aid weight loss, mood issues, and blood sugar regulation, among other health issues. However, the diet is extremely restrictive, and likely unhealthy in the long term. Plus, no research backs its purported benefits. The carnivore diet eliminates all foods except meat and animal products, right? So thus, it's lacking in numerous nutrients like fiber. Fiber is not a nutrient. A quick Google search confirms that. So let's type that in. Is fiber a nutrient? Ooh, I can't spell. Dietary fiber is not a nutrient, but it is necessary to regulate digestion and appears to prevent epidemiological diseases. Okay, so let's just focus on the first part of that first. Dietary fiber is not a nutrient. Okay, now fiber does nothing in your body. Your body cannot get anything from fiber. You eat fiber, and then it eventually comes out the other end. There is no digestion. There are no nutrients in there that your body can get from it. Your body cannot digest the fiber. So Healthline says that we are not going to get this brilliant nutrition from fiber if we're doing the carnivore diet. Now, of course, if we're doing the carnivore diet, we're not going to be consuming fiber. But what nutrition deficit are we going to have from not consuming that fiber? None, because there's no nutrition in there. All right. Now, the interesting thing about these articles, especially in this day and age, is after one of the more recent, in the last few years, Google updates, sites that give health information were required to cite more sources for the information they're providing, right? So all the way through the articles now, so that they can maintain their position in the Google search results, they've got citations about what they're saying, right? So he cites testimonials. So this is about Sean Baker. He cites testimonials from those who follow the carnivore diet as proof that treats depression, anxiety, arthritis, obesity, and diabetes. Right. So they've got to put some citations there because they're talking about what someone said or what a report has said. Right. Respondents reported satisfaction, beneficial effects. Results should be interpreted with caution. All right. So that's some other study, probably PubMed. All right. And so in order to not be seen by Google as just kind of spammy, they have to put in some basically links to other sites that support what they're saying. However, I noticed that when they say it's lacking in numerous nutrients like fiber, they don't cite anything there because there's nothing to cite. This is confusing for people. If someone is researching what they should do with their diet, what they should change about their diet, and you've got things saying that if they don't eat fiber, they're not getting nutrients, fiber is not a nutrient. And the whole point of this is, in the first 4 paragraphs, there is information that's not correct. And where there's information that's not correct, how can you trust anything else in the article? Now, in saying this, I'm not saying that you should be coming to me or anyone else in particular for your health advice. You certainly shouldn't be coming to me. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a researcher, I'm not a scientist, I'm not any of that. But what I am saying is you need to be super careful about the information you're consuming. And over the years, what I feel is, at the end of the day, we should be listening to our bodies. If we feel good when we're eating a particular way, that's the way we should be focused on eating. Of course, we should also be checking other things, like you should be checking your blood work, you should be going to see your doctor, and you should be consulting with them. Ultimately, though, you know your body better than anyone else, and you know when you feel healthy and when you don't. And if you're not feeling as healthy as you think you could right now, then maybe something about your diet needs to change. Guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. Click the join button under this video or the first link in the description. Thanks again, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.